What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Guys, I just got back from work and I just thought, why not update you guys on everything that's been going on at work and all this trying to, leave my job in peace and everything like that. Listen, I tell you, my job tried to finesse me. Hunty, you could never, ever. I was like, the audacity, You tried to finesse me? Boo, I'm 2 steps ahead of you. You think you can play me, but you can't play me. So listen to this, yeah? So yesterday I was just minding my own business, I was at assembly with the children and everything, and then the TA, the miserable TA that I work with, came up to me and saying, so and so wants to speak to you, and she met the receptionist. I was like, all right, cool. So I go up to her and she was like, oh, don't worry, hon, you're not in trouble. And I was like, boo, even if I was in trouble, I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war, because at that point I was just tired. All I wanted to do is just leave, bruv. All I wanted to do is just leave. So I was ready for war. So this woman comes up to me and she goes up to me and says, all this cuts that is happening right now and us being on deficit and the school being on deficit, we've decided that we won't be needing you anymore, and Friday, April the 12th will be your last day. I was just thinking to myself, boo, Friday was already my last day because baby girl secured herself a job. This is why I say to myself that these people are so slow. These people are so slow, I know you guys might think I'm probably being paranoid, but I already knew that they planned all of this, that they were going to do this on the last week. And I was just thinking to myself, do y'all really think I'm that stupid? Baby boo, baby girl, my mom didn't raise no dummy, okay? My mom raised a very smart girl, and she raised someone that knows how to move when it comes to certain situations. You really thought that you could play me? I feel like the reason why they did all of this and they were getting rid of me was because, yes, they did give me a form to fill out for this contract. However, it's been a year, okay? 21st of March of 2018 was the day they asked me whether or not I wanted to be permanent with the school. And I already said yes. Now, a year later, you're giving me this contract. I'm already bored. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm drained. And on top of that, you want me to accept this? And fair enough, y'all might think, well, maybe you should have just said something there and then. But I thought to myself, these people are so, fishy, and they're very sneaky. They would have literally got rid of me there and then, and I know they would have done something to jeopardize my plan. So I just wanted to stay up until the day until my last day. So obviously I stayed up until then, but I was just thinking to myself y'all, I already knew what this contract was about. This contract was a year contract, but then they were going to give me a position where it was a level 3 teaching assistant. I'm working and supporting SEN children, not 1 but 2 SEN children, and then you want to pay me level 3 teaching assistant salary. Are you actually being serious? That's what I'm getting right now. So what's the point of you putting me on that salary when I'm basically on that salary? It might not be exact amount, but it's basically around that amount of salary. So I'm just thinking to myself, bruh, what are you doing? I deserve more, and if you can't give me what I deserve, then I'll look for it elsewhere. It's not that serious. It's really not that deep. So obviously they gave me a deadline for the 29th, but one of the receptionists, she just couldn't stop asking me. Every day she would ask me, and I'm like, well, you said it was on the 29th, so why do you keep asking me? So I think they got fed up of asking me, and they thought, you know what, since she doesn't want to appreciate the fact that we're giving her a contract, and we're trying to put her on a permanent position, then we'll just get rid of her. And in fact, you guys were trying to hurt me, but if anything, you're hurting the child. The child is the one that's suffering. I'm not suffering because I've already secured myself a job. The child is going to be suffering because y'all thought, oh crap, let's just get rid of her because we know she's going to be stranded anyway. Hell no. I would never be stranded, hunty. I knew what game you guys were trying to play, and I was ahead of you. I was 2 steps ahead of y'all. Okay? And for y'all to think that you can just give me a basic contract, I'm not no basic chick, okay? I'm not no basic chick, okay? I'm supporting not one, but two SCN children, okay? One of them that I've been doing since she was 4 years old. And the other one, I literally just started, the one that you just dumped me. I've been there for 3 years. For 3 years. And you guys think they can just give me a basic salary? I'm not no basic chick, okay? I can understand if I was doing what everybody else was doing, but I wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. I started doing one-to-one support for my main SEN child, okay? And then you guys dumped me another SEN child. So if you're gonna do that, at least pay me what I deserve. Don't pay me no basic salary. I'm not no basic chick. I'm really not. So find someone else to use and abuse. And I wish y'all all the best. You will never ever find someone as good as me. Like trying to tell me, oh, I'm really sorry, I do apologize. And I was like, honestly, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like, I was literally so casual. Like, I was like, don't worry about it. She was like, you sure? We'll give you a reference. I was like, boo-boo, baby girl, when y'all were too busy discussing whether or not to keep me or not, I was too busy securing a job. I was too busy securing a reference. You know, these co-workers, they'll be talking about how they want to leave for years and years and years, but the only difference between me and them, I say the same shit, but one thing about me is when I say I'll do something, I will do it, okay? And when I leave a job, I do not turn back. I don't care what opportunity, what offer you've got for me, I leave, okay? So to me, it was like, I was just laughing to myself like, sis, like, honey, it's too late. I was already planning to leave anyway, and I secured myself a job, and I can't wait to go. Honestly, like, this is God. This is God, like, showing me a sign. Like, it was such a coincidence. And do you know the funny thing about it is, imagine if I didn't secure myself a job and they just told me that Friday was my last day. And that's the bad thing about working in an agency. When you're working in an agency, they can get rid of you. Like, it just takes one phone call and they can just get rid of you. And I can just leave whenever I want to leave. I'm just so happy that I was so smart enough and I was able enough to secure my job a month before they tried to get rid of me. Like, you could never finesse me. Never, ever, ever in life. I was like, y'all are so dumb. Y'all are so slow. And all the staff members were talking about how they want to leave. They can't wait to leave. They've had enough. I was too busy making moves, securing myself a job, getting my references, making sure that when I leave at this place, I get my money and then I bounce. And that's how it's supposed to be. Don't let these employers, don't let these people try and like tie you down. If you feel like this place, if you feel like the place that you're working at is draining you and it's just too much, and they just don't appreciate you or value you and discredit your hard work, that's when you want to leave, sis. That's when you have to leave. I don't care how long I've been there. Like, I don't care. Even if it's a place that pays, even if it's a place that literally like pays you a lot of money, you don't want to be going to work. You don't want to be going to work and being told that you're not good enough on a daily basis. It's sad to hear this, but the truth is, this is the real world. Like, this is how some people be getting treated in a 9-to-5 job. Like, this is how it goes down, and I had to learn the hard way, but it's made me become stronger and it's made me grow a thick skin. Like, you would never ever think that you can just treat me like that and expect me to stay. I am not one of those people that have been there for 10 plus 15 plus years. Are you dumb? 3 years was already enough for me and you want me to stay for another 5 plus 7 plus? No, never ever. Don't know who you think you're playing with. It's not me. You can fool all these people, but you'll not fool me. Because I know what could happen down the road. People are going to start, the manager's going to start making redundancies. She's going to start getting rid of people. And it's like, no, I'm 23 years old. Okay, I'm going to be 24 this year. I have a whole life ahead of me. Okay, I have long-term goals and dreams that I want to accomplish. I'm not one of those people. These lot had the opportunity to do all of that. They chose to riff-raff around. Okay, they chose to riff-raff around. But for me, oh, honey, I have a whole life ahead of me. Okay, so, yeah, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And comment below on your worst experiences in working a 9-to-5. Like, I really want to know, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.